something like that.
What
We
is
are the
that?
champions, my friend.
Good evening. Masquerade, a lifestyle magazine, would like to introduce you to Antonella Salvucci. And she is an amazing Italian actress, TV personality, as well as journalist, I found out.
This is my business, and I take it really seriously.
And like a lot of people in the limelight as a celebrity, sometimes they wear a mask. It's a persona that is the mask for the public. And so often the public will see the mask of the person instead of the person themselves. And what we're going to do today is take off Antonella's mask, and we're going to learn more about the real person behind the mask. Living a lifestyle of happiness, living life to the fullest, as well as the love in her life. So please, why don't you share with us? I guess the big question is, who are you behind the mask?
Oh, that's a wonderful question because everybody from the outside that could think that an actress is somebody very fake because we are forced to be another character. We are forced many times to cry on set, to smile, to dance, sing, and everything else. But at the end, we are real person. I am a real person. I mean, and all you have to do is to connect with the innermost of yourself in order to express what is inside, what is the message you want to send it to the world. And this is very important because it's just the people who have something to share to become an inspiration. They keep going in this life as an artist, which is very fascinating from the outside. But when you are in, you are full of pain, you are full of anxiety because it's the type of job gives you that. Sometimes you are on the top to the stars. Sometimes you are very down. You feel sad and blue. So you have to keep going, maintaining your balance, your inner balance. And this is a long process. It needs a lot of courage and maturity, a lot of stuff. You have to be in control. And many times you have to overcome your limits because our brain is our limit, is our enemy many times. So when we are on set, we forget about our limits, our brain, the negative thoughts, and we go for it. We create the magic. So there is nothing fake in doing that. It's just something you want to do to be an inspiration, as I said, to be somebody who people from the outside they can admire and think also that there is no limit um, to keep going at this wonderful life that we have.
I must say, you're giving me inspiration just listening to you talk.
Thank you so much.
But I will say that so many celebrities, let them be TV personalities or actresses, they work with a marketing firm. They work with a public relations firm, and the public relation firm many times filters and monitors the public persona that the celebrity has. But with you, I notice on social media, you are so open to your fans. Your fan can comment to you, and so often you respond back to your fans. That sounds like a tremendous amount of effort you put forth to connect with your fans.
See. I have to say yes, because is it the truth? I speak very often to the fans, to the followers. They are great. They are so polite, so honest. And the beauty part of doing this job, this artistic job, is also to be always in touch with the people you love, with the people that they know you may be true, just through a screen, and they understand you much more than usual friends. This is very interesting. because maybe you can transfer to them a type of joy, a type of courage, and they get all these feelings, and they thank you very often. I don't know, I start to talk with a few of them, and I realize that they are incredibly touched by, the humanity, the sense of humanity, because they want to know, as you're doing just today, what is behind the scenes, what is when you are not wearing a mask in terms of character sometimes. How is the true Antonella? And when they get to know me in a simple way, just like I am, they realize that they love me more, and they want to express this through some comments, some even direct message. And many times I got sometimes from myself to reply to them, because of what they have to say to you is something that could be also useful for you, for your personal growth, and for your artistic and professional growth. So it's always important to share something with your followers, your fans. I'm always open.
And I must say, in viewing your social media platforms, and you're on like 3 or 4 different platforms, I would imagine that in the last 10 years, when social media has become so popular, that your life, as well as the life of a lot of celebrities, has really changed so much. And you expressed that in your answer.
Actually, it's less than 10 years. It's gonna be 5 years. I'm especially using Instagram, which is the future, is the most important social media at the moment, because it brings you a real job, real offers, if you use it wisely. So I understood the importance of Instagram. Just going to America, I have a good friend of mine. She's Italian, and she used to work for Guess, the fashion brand. And she told me years ago, I'm very upset to you. I'm very angry at you because you are not taking care of your Instagram. You didn't understand how much is gonna be important in the future and for the new generation. So I said, let me keep an eye open on this. And I was trying. I started from that moment on to take care a little bit more about my Instagram. And as I said, if you use it wisely, you can have good results. So I
Understood.
really wanted to give you this advice, please.
Thank you. And I did notice on one of the social medias in the last few days, you were trying on a wedding dress. Is there any plans in the future, you getting married?
I was always single. I was always, so independent, traveling the world. And so I didn't really take care of a man, of a real and serious relationship. But, when you find your twin soul, sometimes you have to listen to your heart and stop by and trying to get into the relationship and trying to understand, first of all, if you are understood, if they can understand your sometimes uh, artistic life, which will be from the outside very dangerous, but at the end is very honest. And but just living together, just trying to dating each other, you can understand how much is important to understand the real soul of a woman and what she can express. So actually, I can say there is somebody very special is trying to uh, get to know me much better, and we'll see. For now, I cannot share much, but it's another kind of success.
But I will say you must have picked out the wedding dresses. It was very lovely.
I'm gonna invite you, all of you, in the case it
Okay.
will be all true. So
Okay.
please
You get
get
married. We're
ready for
coming to
that.
Rome to enjoy your wedding.
Okay.
Oh,
You're gonna
Anthony.
sing it for me. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Now I got to add that you're a singer to your resume.
I love to sing to give me courage every moment of my life.
Is it true that Italy is world renowned for sports cars like your Ferrari and Lamborghinis? Some of the best wine in the world from Tuscany. And I heard that the women are the most beautiful in the world. Is that true?
Is it true? I have to say, yeah, yeah. But Italian women, Italian men, they do better. Sometimes they say, but it's not just this. We have a kind of vitality. We are joyful, and so we sing, we dance all the time. We are problem solving, and also, yes, we like fashion at the highest level, and we like a sports car just like Ferrari or Lamborghini. We should have done a movie called Lamborghini, talking the biopic about the story, the true story of Lamborghini, Mr. Lamborghini. And we started a few scenes, and then the movie was interrupted. So we'll see now what is going to happen. But in my opinion, it should be something very interesting, not only for us as Italian, but more for the foreign audience, to understand how much passion there is behind a success.
Now you mentioned that the movie was interrupted. Was it interrupted due to COVID, the pandemic?
Yes, the movie I was shooting in America. Yes, so we have to continue shooting the next episodes, and also in India as well. I was really, really surprised to be there in Mumbai, New Delhi, and I shot a commercial there. I did so many things. And I was impressed by the people there. They are, hmm, I don't know, superior human beings, because maybe they don't have much in terms of money, in terms of, but they want to give you all. They give you all the time their kindness, their light. They keep light inside. And they used to say, Namaste, like that.
Oh, okay.
And they give you good vibrations. So I want to come back there to be affected by the kindness of the people, to be affected by the creativity, because being on set there, it was a life-changing experience.
Well, how else have you dealt with this pandemic? It's been almost a year that we've all been shuttered inside our apartments or studios. How's life been for the past 12 months?
Oh, really, really good, because in some way, is something that is giving us the perception we are human being. We are just this life, and we have to live it to the fullest. So what I've been learning from all this experience is to take care of the priorities, not to go here and there traveling. Sometimes it looks a superficial life, but you have to stop first of all with yourself, to do an examination of yourself. What are your dreams? Where are you going? Are you fulfilling your life? Is just the life you were expecting to live? And all of these questions. So sharing more moments with your family, with the true people you are surrounded by. And this is the most important thing, to understand how much we can give to each other. It's just a movie that I really loved, called The Day After Tomorrow by Roland Emmerich. And I remember in the big catastrophe, in the big the world was upside down, but you can see a sense of humanity between people to support each other. to give each other love, strength, affection. And this is the feeling I'm expecting after all this. To be more united, not to think just about ourselves in a selfish way, but ourselves in a community.
And how did you gather so much wisdom and perspective of life being so young?
Oh, I'm not so young, I can say, but I feel 15 years old all the time. And this is gonna be expressed to you, through your face, through your eyes. The secret for me is always watching the world outside, the life with a sense of wonder, like a child at the end. So keep going with your child inside you, caress the child you have inside. And this is the secret for me, to always smile, to always, just like Oscar Wilde used to say, if you don't have any big expectation, everything is coming to you. It's gonna affect you in a good way. You can love whatever is gonna write to you, and when something good is destined to you, you're gonna keep it, and it's gonna be with you forever.
I must say, I think you're amazing. I think you changed my life just talking to you.
Oh, you are so nice. I was expecting this interview since months.
Oh no, I don't even consider this an interview. I consider this a conversation between two friends.
Yeah, like we knew each other from a previous life.
Well, let me ask you. Um, I mean, you started acting at a young age, and of course, I know that you were a fashion model before you started acting, and you did some training in Los Angeles, I believe, as far as acting type schools. My question to you is, how do you improve your craft of acting as you go forward?
It was always with me, the love for acting since I was a little child, but I was the only one to attend a drama school. Nobody wanted to do, on stage, and I was always the only one, playing many times also the role of a man, of a young man, a young child, but as a man. But I didn't care, because my goal was to be on stage, to act. At the very beginning, maybe it was a kind of therapy for me, because I found out myself very shy. So the only way to react to all this was just acting. And I really loved to do step by step what am I doing, because at the very beginning is something very weird, especially like in my case, having parents who are very traditional. And so the most difficult thing was, how can I say all this to my parents? How I'm gonna be believed? And so, I started just by chance, as a model, as you said, but I was totally not satisfied for that, because I consider myself not just an image, not just a beautiful image as a statue, but I love the communication. I love to be in touch with people. I love to be surrounded by people. So I started, yes, also to be on stage as a TV host, and it was another role for me. And after that, step by step, from a shorter role, a bigger role, I arrive to be the lead in some films. So my first leading role was the role of a noble woman from the 17th century. So
Okay.
I had to be very mature. I got some age for the role. I got some weight to be this noble woman, really, really, aristocratic like that. So I've always loved to transform myself. And I think when you transform yourself in kind of roles like, for instance, Nicole Kidman did, or Charlize Theron for Masters, and they won an Oscar for that, because if you are just a beautiful girl, you didn't express much. When you have something and you express your dark side, you are totally different. In that case, the audience believe more in you, and they want to give you more credibility too.
Well, I believe I know that in Italy you have a representation like an agent to help you secure roles in the Italian movies. Do you have a similar agent here in the States to help you?
Yes. Actually, I have a manager, and she's a manager for many models. So when I met her years ago through my very good friend, John Philip Lowe, who was a great actor, and I don't know if you remind some of his role, like Barbarella, the Angel, Duran Duran, or Diabolic, and many others. He used to work with Mario Bava and Tarantino, and with Dino De Laurentiis, our Italian
Okay.
legend. So he used to brought me there to Dino, to visit Dino and some other producers. And through him, I met this manager, and she was following me for several years. So since when I was a model, doing something, also some commercial, and then when I turned to acting, and so she's still my manager, and she's very loyal and very hard worker. So I really trust her.
Well, I will say that I think you're the next Sophia Loren, where you're going to be so beautiful 40 or 50 years from now.
I love her. She's a great sample for everyone in the world, to understand how much is important to be passionate. So she started from scratch, and she arrives to become an icon still nowadays. And now she has a nomination to the Oscars for her movie, a charity directed by her son, which is another great
Excellent.
talent. So the best wish you can do is this. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Well, I do want to mention that with Masquerade, we're going to have you be the cover story in the upcoming issue, and that should be out in April. And what I'll do is I'll send you a copy of the article before we get it published, but it should be a rather good article about you and your life in general. But I
Oh
will
my
say
God,
that,
thank you. This is the best gift to start 2021.
okay, this will be hopefully your best magazine cover this year.
Yes, guys, you have to bring me luck, because I want to do the best of the best. I want to become more popular every day. Also for doing like, Angelina Jolie and many others, great actress of our generation, to do some charity, to take care of the weak part of the world. And so with the foundations, I was starting to do this with another great mentor for me, which was Paul Allen, the guy who invented Microsoft. And unfortunately, he passed away. But we started a foundation for taking care of animals, or kids. So we have so much to do. So in some way, we feel a privilege to be artists in this world, to have so much strength, so much energy. And this is our goal, not just doing this job for a kind of vanity, but um, in some way we have to be useful to the entire world.
And just to kind of wrap things up before we say goodbye, or do I say ciao?
Ciao, ciao.
But before you go, ciao, ciao, I will keep checking my email for the invitation to your wedding.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's going to occur before you invite me to your premiere opening as a leading lady of your next film.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna be so important that I really want to invite you to the first row for my next movie. You know, I had a movie was about to be released in the theaters, but they closed the theaters again. So we have to wait. But in the meantime, I'm having some awards for my interpretation of the last film. And I just got an important award in Italy entitled to a great artist called Vincenzo Crocitti. So it's called the Vince 2020. I just won this award. I have the certificate, and this is the first thing. But the most important thing is to be on set soon. And in this way, yes, I can invite you and everybody for from the magazine, all your friends.
Okay, well, I have to have a plane load of friends coming over to see your premiere. But what I will do is that I'll meet you at the Spanish Steps, and we'll go to the corner cafe for a cappuccino.
Cappuccino, yes, and good Italian coffee and a tiramisu. I'm expert in doing that.
Okay, I'll take you up on that. Listen, ciao, ciao, have a good day. Thank you for everything.
Mwah, mwah.
Big girl in a big, big world. It's not a big, big thing if you leave me. But I do feel that I do well. Miss you much. Miss you much.